Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode comes to you at 5:30. This is the beginning of the backlog. I'm gonna record 2 more episodes today. This one and then the one after. I know I'm not gonna want to record it all tomorrow or the day after. So here we are. It's time. We won last time and we're done with Rector. Rector, I mean, reasonably painless. I didn't expect him to be a problem. I am a lifelong opponent of this champion of the old Spine Chief, but you know. Do I want to do anything specific here? Let me think about it. Yeah, let's first and foremost, if we're just going to be honest with ourselves here, the best path forward is to play Awoken every day of our lives here. I'm kind of in the mood for an easy one, so I'm going to give myself a layup here if you don't mind. Gonna, take her easy. At time of recording, I do not know how the Slice and Dice video is doing, but if it's doing well, I could see myself doing some YouTube content for that game. I might just throw myself into the max difficulty with all the unlocks and go, yeah, I'll figure it out. But, I don't know. For now, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get going. Wurmkin, Exile, Awoken, Double Barrel Failure, Chased, Echo Infusion, Sting, and Power of Knowledge. Sure. So Exile Awoken brings two things to the table for this clan combo. It brings sweep units and it brings healing cards for Spine Chief, eventually. Thorn Fruit is better over a long period of time than Lost Luggage. It's like, what, after 4 turns it becomes better, I would say. And I don't really care which one I play here. I think I prefer to not play Decayer. I want to play Decayer with Melting. Are you noticing a theme here? You're probably noticing the theme here. Oh, what do I want to play today with as my clan combo? Well, if I'm not playing them as main, it's not Stygian or Umbra. My was slightly turned up. I have fixed it now. I should not. I've been in a bad habit here of playing bottom floor. I should not do so. We should play a higher floor. There's no reason to play a lower floor here. Knowledge is absolutely dead. That's kind of wicked. Go fracture, this guy dies, and then I'm gonna Echo Infusion. So we gain echoes on strike, so it's good to leave one alive. Oh man, thought I wasn't gonna pull a fracture there. That would have been actually pretty bad. Did I start with 2 stings also? I did, okay. That doesn't hurt me or anything. But yeah, the game plan here is pretty easy. We're going to play Chef, and then I'm gonna put something in front of him, and I'm going to scale his attack. This is arguably the 2 best clans for scaling attack, so third clan better? I guess Hellhorn might be better, but that's with Rage and we're into Chase, so that's a whole different argument. Just for flat out increasing your attack, it's one of these 2 for sure, especially on a target that is a champion. Theoretically, you could do better with incant. I mean, theoretically you have an infinite with incants, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm retired. I hung it up. Anyway, we're going to generate a lot of echoes. We don't need to hold a lot of echoes. I'm happy to take Soul Crushing Guilt. Purple Razor Sharp Edge, very nice. Bomb Chrysalis doesn't sound very good. Awoken Hollow sounds fine as long as I pull healing. But if I don't pull healing, everything falls apart anyway. I think Chef can solo the first little bit, and then Awoken Hollow can take over as a frontliner. We already have a draw relic, kind of, through Thorn Fruit. Not looking great here. I was hoping to pull a plus 25. I don't think I'm going to Battle Stone. Keeper of Echoes with the Awoken Hollow Infusion. How does that sound? It sounds okay, I think. Keeper of Echoes is good for Spine Chief, but not great. I'm down to give it a try. I haven't tried it before. I think Keeper of Echoes will also be better if I miss on healing cards somehow, but we hope that doesn't occur. I'm not taking a value stone. Let's carry on. The good thing about this starting combo Do I take this? I don't think so. The good thing about this starting combo is that both of our starting spells are good. Fracture and Root Seeds are both strong abilities. And so, I'm not in a hurry to get rid of them. Not about the lower floor play, but I like the higher floor play here. Just kill the 1-2. We definitely need energy. We have a ton of card draw. And if I go Awoken Hollow, we need space. So this is not going to be a run that takes draw. That's for sure. Need to do 18 to this guy. Well, I need to have him die to 18, I should say. I think he does now. He's at... not quite. But with this thing he does. Oh, but I don't do enough damage anyway. There you go. We get there. Dude, power of knowledge. So I've been writing that script, right? I've coagulated? Yeah, that's a terrible word. What the hell? How about collected all of my thoughts about Monster Train as it was over the course of, or on the DLC release. And in this video, or at least in the script, I'm probably actually going to revise this. I said something to the effect of, Wurmkin is really good. Almost all of their spells and relics are good. It's not true, is it? Wurmkin has some stinkers, they just have less. That's what it comes down to. I'm gonna go Echo Snare here. And another purple Razor Sharp, you spoil me today. Duplicate doesn't sound great. I'm gonna go right. Okay, so we're going to go plus 25. I'm gonna leave it for multi-strike. I want plus 25 multi-strike on this guy. Although maybe I just take 25-25, call it a day. We need to pick up some form of damage to kill small enemies, but we could use Fracture even, potentially. But I don't have to be in a rush. Like, I don't need to get it set up for a duplicate or anything like that. So I guess I'll just wait. It's only bad if this is a size down. Oh. Well, there were two options where this was not good. But it's actually fine because -1 only counteracts the Awoken Hollow. I'd rather play good old Wingmaker. Am I gonna play F? Almost certainly not. Get me out of here. Barrel Daedalus. He's a little frightening, I suppose. A part of me wonders if a smart idea is to go energy first. Just wait on the space. Another thought is you could just play 2 keepers. I could take double space, actually. I think I've done that before, and it's okay. It's a little clunky. It doesn't matter a ton. I am going to take a double barrel shot here. The bomb has to go top floor. Don't ask me how I know. At this point, I just know. Tried explaining it in a way that makes sense multiple times now on how do you know when a bomb is going to hit you on the top floor. But it really just comes down to I've played so much Monster Train. It's just intuitive to me at this point, honestly. We can Fracture here and we'll take 3. And then I can actually go Soul Crushing Guilt to take it down another notch even. Yeah, now I take 2. Cool. Does it really matter in the long term? No, but it's good to look out for a way to save yourself even 1 damage there. There's no reason not to save that 1 damage anyway. It's a great look at why I want to finish, or find multi-strike though. This guy kind of needs it to help him along. We got a Wingmaker. I don't know how much that matters, but it feels like it's worth it. 8150 at the end of the day, not too bad. Fight Chief is one of the champions that just does not ever multipath. I'm not going to be doing any of the sort. Unleash is okay, but it's not really what I want as like a rejuvenating plan, I should say. It's fine, it's a good pickup. Let's skip this. I think I am determined that Awoken Hollow at this point is going to provide me with, I don't know, somewhere in the range of like 10-10 maybe over the course of a run. And as I come to terms with that, I realize that Awoken Hollow is not the unit for me in this run, and it's actually been Keeper of Echoes all along. Now, Keeper of Echoes is odd because you want to pick up energy as well as space to play two. Yeah, by the way, with the space take, I'm going to be playing two of them, in case that wasn't clear also. Nah. Okay, it's all good. It's 4 temples today. Good. Yesterday I had only 3. It was not great. Now the chef gets multi-strike, he gets okay scaling. I don't know how much I'm going to worry about the Keeper self-infusing, but we're basically going to play this like the Brawler Prince run, if you remember that one. And I actually don't remember that one. I don't remember if that was 2 Keepers or not. I don't think that was, actually. I think I just made that up in my mind. I don't know what the hell I played on the Brawler Prince run. That was like... it was an eternity ago. Can't play Root Seeds. True. We're just a little bit hurt for energy here, and we're gonna fix it by going to a lot of magic shops. Because as we go to magic shops, we're going to get a little more energy over the course of the deck because we're gonna cost down cards. Which is good enough, I assume. You can sting, but it doesn't help me. Fracture might. But then Fracture again will undo it, and I'd rather take 5 than 9. Close one. What was it for? I think you'd like Fracture. Maybe there's a combination that saves you the damage there. I'm not gonna solve it out though. It's not for me to decide. I'll play the Wingmaker, but I recognize that it might be right to just Wingmaker the 15 times too. I think it should be okay. I could shoot a 20? Sure can. This is a very scary enemy. But I shouldn't be at any risk of dying here. We are reasonably powerful, and I just hit Wingmaker, which is cool. We're powerful for the time that we are. You know what I remember? This is one of those things. Every now and then I'll have a Monster Train memory pop up it'll just be like, hey, remember this? You know what I remember? When I was just starting out playing this game. No, it couldn't have been just when I was starting out. It couldn't have been, because this anecdote wouldn't make sense because Sting only did 5 damage. So not when I was just starting out, but at some point in my time playing Monster Train, someone was very opposed to me stinging those enemies that incamp for 10 armor. They were like, yo, don't do this. It's such a big mistake. And I remember it. So I was like, but why? I could go sting other floors, but I don't really care. It just strikes me. Like, it's negative because I'm doing no damage to them. I know that, obviously. But I could be putting damage on another floor. Whatever. Honestly, the 10 damage almost never makes a difference, I find. Or like the 20 or 30 or however much I did. It really stuck with me now that I think about it. I wonder why. Mark of Exile's okay, but our champion is high HP anyway. We'll go Serrated Mandibles. It's a good relic. I'm looking for multi-strike. This is the last time I will look. Ooh, it's a good hit. If I miss here, it's fine. I just have to make sure that I set the boundary for myself of not breaking my run looking for it. I'm honestly down to trade 25 higher HP off here. 25 for 150, it's a bit of a risky trade, but I'm gonna crack this open. We're gonna grab, I guess base charge is fine. Let's see, play an extract on the lower floor. But then I'm gonna use the 150 I just got to clear 2 train stewards out. Maybe 3? Really, I could have done that anyway. The third one is the one that I'm really getting here. But what about Crystal Cloak, you may be thinking? And the answer is we have enough HP. Crystal Cloak doesn't threaten us. We don't have like a 30 HP carry. We will be putting that theory to the test now. Now, because I took the minus 25, I'm a little worried. here about giving multi-strike. I do also have to make sure that I'm aware of my temples, but I don't think I should give multi-strike here. If I had a holdover, maybe. I bet with Serrated Mandible it's fine. I think it's better safe than sorry, though. I could sting down there, I guess. Good enough, Fracture. No criticism. We sting first here. Wow, really? Okay. We sting first there because the stings have to go to the front enemy. The Serrated Mandibles don't. I am missing out on scaling a little bit by playing it how I've been playing it, but we will see if that matters. I'm not playing purples on the top floor, but you kind of have to give Reap time to go and time to grow. So I feel like this has to be the right play. Also, when I wipe out a floor, oh, it's fine. He's dead anyway because of Fracture. But when I wipe out a floor of enemies, it just provides me more time in the future to play Root Seeds. That's how I view it. Crystal Cloak will not be pushing through here. I wonder if I get half if I play Wingmaker. I feel like I could get the 72 damage on the boss. Like here. I guess that's gotta be what it was, right? It's just, oh hey, why are you wasting your stings? And the answer is because I just don't really care, to be 100% real with you. The answer is because I am doubtful that it's going to make a difference. I'm winning by a lot. Not that much, is it? Well, it's a pretty good amount, but still. I'm not right now. I'm okay. Not too bad, not too bad. We're winning by more than it looks because of Reap. I go Eternal Kinstone here for sure. Preserve Thorns, I don't need more stings. I'm okay. This deck does better if I go lower on cards, because I can... Hey, I do get half. Do I want half? Not really, to be honest with you. Not really. It's interesting because I could play her here. I really could, but I just don't really want to. I think you could fit her in the floor. I think, but I'm never really willing to try it. Well, Power of Knowledge goes first, absolutely. And after that, I think we start doing 1-and-1 of Fracture and Root Seeds. I'd like to end this one at 30 cards. You could hold over Wingmaker. I think it's better to hold over Razor Sharp and get the guaranteed infused play every turn. You can go -1 Razor Sharp, reroll, -1 Razor Sharp. That seems fine. Now, I need to take packed cards. I'm effectively at 55 when I take this, so it's gonna actually be pretty hard to reach like an even number here of pack shards. It's gonna be kind of difficult because what I have to do, I have to do a unit infusion, but I can't. So instead, I guess I'll just put a value stone out as a -1. We'll be at 80 in here, and then I'll take 25 in the next. I have to make sure I have a spell that does damage to the enemies, though, that I can put a +10 on. It's like, actually, I could miss it if there's a... Right? Because I have stings. Never mind. I have 2 stings. And Unleash. Unleash doesn't get it. Never mind. I was gonna say I could take Unleash and give it a +30, but that is just not how it works. Unleash doesn't have that effect on it. Interesting. Okay. I will do my best to care in this combat. Now that I'm mindful of it, now that I know what's going on, I'll see what I can do. I know people get a little, hyped up about efficiency. Not too often. This is a generalization, of course. But a lot of times I make suboptimal plays and someone will comment about it, and the answer to why didn't I make this optimal play a lot of the time is just, I didn't feel like it. It didn't matter, did it? Because it adds a lot of time to the processing of a run, right? If I have to sit here and go, okay, which floor do I want to sting? That's a few seconds per turn. Might not sound like much, but over the course of a whole run, it's going to be, you know, a little bit of time. It's like, I can't believe none of my random echoes hit there. I'm still crushing Guild for 30 HP. But we're gonna win this fight, basically. That's all I really care about. This fight is pretty much in the bag. To go razor sharp, but I don't know if I want to do this. 13, I can do it. He dies. There you go, buddy. Play Unleashing, it'll be fine. My man here is scaling pretty slow, but he'll get there. Yeah, we're gonna win this fight. It's not really in question, which is why I'm not too worried about min-maxing. I will throw it out occasionally, but a lot of health. And that's what it comes down to up here. Health to be fine. The stings are starting to overtake me here a little bit. I will save 9 damage. I think we need to think about the long term, and the long term is a second keeper, so not too much to think about really. I just noticed that my man here doesn't look all that strong, but hey, 41 times 2 on 2 units is gonna be pretty good. Or at least passable. I also have Soul Crushing Guild, so if you're like really concerned about it, and by you I mean me, if I'm really concerned about it, I just Soul Crushing Guild the boss a few times, but yeah. For the point in the combat, for the point in the run we are very strong. Adaptive Mutation doesn't really do anything interesting for me here, despite being purple and consume. And I'm going to take another space for a second keeper. This duplicate is better than this duplicate. Well, I could take 40 pack shards. Right, I could duplicate a keeper here, infuse, and then duplicate. I don't really put that much value in the keeper duplicate, or the keeper self-infuse though. Over the course of time, I have come to the realization that it's really not all that useful. Hey, Channel Heart's really good. Sure, in this combat, or in this run, it's probably going to be somewhere like, I'm losing maybe like 10-10 per turn, but the story of this run isn't, look at how strong these keepers are, they're doing everything. The story of this run is, I'm about to send a lot of stings at my enemies, and it's gonna be ugly. Take a drink. I got a full glass of the last of my iced tea. I'm gonna go pick up a new bottle soon. Well, probably when I get back from vacation, really. Refreshing. Let's go. Now it matters. 90 damage on turn 1 matters. This is something I care about. Razor Sharps are here. As long as I reach the Razor Sharps in time, I'm not going to be in much of a hard position. 50 times 3 is probably enough. We're just going to fight off a lot of curses here. It's going to suck and I'm going to take some curse damage over the course of this one, I imagine, but it is what it is. Echo Snare. Never mind. You're already dead. I can come down here and Echo Snare. There was a chance it would kill this Purifier. But the self-mutilation I take today is worse than this. Like, taking self-mutilation damage to stop the Purifier from hitting me with a self-mutilation is... insert metaphor here. Edit that in post. I'm not gonna edit that in, of course. It's like putting the chicken before the egg. It's like counting your carts before they horse. It's dumb. Yeah, let's just say that. It's not very logical, I would say, to take curse damage to stop curse damage. when you can stop curse damage and then have the chance of stopping it the turn after instead. Hey, don't do it to yourself. Me. No, I almost got him. I've been stinging this guy. I mean, here, stings took out like 120 damage, which is quite a bit. Where the hell is Unleash? Where on earth is my good man Unleash the Wild? But is it in here? It's okay. As long as Unleash the Wild is coming up, I'll be fine. If Unleash is not in here, I would be a little more worried. But we're good. It felt like, to me, I had not cycled through the deck. However, I was wrong. I have cycled through the deck. I've got so many stings, I guess it's easy to lose track. But there's no way there were that many stings in my draw pile if I wasn't on my second time through the deck, which, through curses, is pretty good. Return Soul is great here. It lets me start pruning the stings and gives me purple on them. That's really good. But Pyrogrow is fine. I'm not excited about Pyrogrow, but it's fine. I won't do anything crazy. Let me get my pack shards first. Purge Stone onto, what, like a Fracture probably. And plus 30 on the Wigmaker. Yeah, give me AoE 132 damage. That's just Inferno without piercing now. Light's Gift is good. I'm willing to take that. End transmission. Send tweet. Don't really want to remove too much here. Everything has its purpose. I could remove the stings. I'm gonna remove a sting. And I'll remove both. They're not purple. I'm happy to get rid of them. I have better stings through Thorn Fruit that I don't have to pay the draw for initially. -1 here. Reroll. -1 here. Leave, and we're good to go. Could have saved 60 gold and rerolled the Trinket Shop to see what it had, but the -1s are objectively better than satisfying my curiosity as much as I would like to. I have a second keeper, right? Yeah. Just making sure. Just making sure. Now, Light Skip doesn't actually do a whole lot on the Divinity, or sorry, on Seraph. On the Divinity it does a ton. On Seraph it doesn't really do much for you, though. It's a bit of a shame. But Chase Seraph does purge the days, not of enemies he places, but of every other enemy. I'm just gonna fully front load it. I don't think it makes a large difference. Leave this guy alive. Well, why? Wonder if I should have tanked it. It's another one there where I just got halfway between two words to describe the situation and we almost got a weird combination. I wanted to say tank it and then take it, and I almost said taked it. I wonder if I should have taked it. That's not a word. Despite what the semantics may feel. That is not able to be said there. I mean, you can say it, I suppose. You can say whatever you want, but that would be wrong. Ooh, that's a 3 Ember Drain I just take there. I don't like that at all. Okay, it's a great Wingmaker draw. But now that my eyes are open, I can look at this guy and I can go, man, I wish I had one more Echo for Soul Crushing Guilt right now. But I sure don't. Okay, Seraph is down like 1,000 HP on this run, which it doesn't feel like he should be down 1,000 HP. And yeah, here we are. Could I have... killed that guy? Did I have 5 stings on that turn? Maybe. It doesn't really matter as long as I pull Unleash in time, which I do. There was a very small chance that Unleash wasn't going to draw in time, but that would be absurd. Yeah. Now we have a frontliner with 156 HP, 158. This is the thing, really, about the Keeper of Echo plans. They just don't stop getting bigger. And it's the whole floor. Like, I'm up to, even if one of them dies at this point, I'm up to so much HP that I can't imagine it. I don't have to get Ember Drained here. You get so many stats because it's, what was it, 2/2 to the whole floor every time you play a card now? It's rather good. I think that this line is viable. Often I don't take double space stuff because I think it's kind of clunky, but this looks pretty good. Wonder how it would look without the multi-strike. I think the same, honestly, because there's so many good answers to the enemies. In this deck, you can just fracture them, you can sting them, you can wing make them. But I suppose the true test comes now on the old Divinity. Hey, bud. Long time. Hey, Divinity, why the blank face? It's like, why the long face? Why the long face, you know? But I'm saying, why the blank face? It's okay, you're not ready for that joke yet. Oh, hey, my whole hand is free. It's very nice. The first 2 turns of this deck are just setting up our keepers, so I'll throw this out. We can kill the clergy. Setting up our keepers and getting started on the purples. It would have been nice. The relic I was setting up for here, I didn't outright say it, but I was setting myself up to take a bog slime. Oh yeah, we have light skip. Damage taken is meaningless. Forgot I had light skip because it was worthless last time. This wave gets absolutely clobbered here by the Wingmaker. That's what the Wingmaker is really here for. Beat down on the Harvest wave for me. Definitely, for the time that you fight them, the hardest wave, I would say. I'd have to look at, like, the numbers, I guess. I don't know. You can do this, buddy. I believe in you. I knew you had it in you, boss. Anyway, I'm now gonna Soul Crushing Guilt the Shadewings so that the explosion guy in the back doesn't hit me. I wonder if you chart out how much health each wave of the Divinity's attacks have. What wave is the hardest for the time that you fight it? What is this? 320? 5? So this wave has 505 plus like 10, right? This wave has, and that's not quite right because effective health is a little higher thanks to the armor. But I think it's reasonable to say somewhere in the range of like 550 health is how much you have to cut through here with the Harvest baseline. And you can obviously get around it with like Silence or preemptive damage, things like that. How much health is this? 75? 680? Wow. This is 755? Wow. That's a lot of health that this guy has. That's a lot of health that he has. I did not realize how much health the Discipled Inquisitor had. Now, I think that the mini-bosses on the Divinity, I think they actually get more HP the higher you are on pack shards. Can someone confirm that? Let me know, because I'm not 100% sure about that. But I think that's how it works. I'm going to burn my Wingmaker here to clear that turnout. I think it might be the first mini-boss is the highest damage output for the time that you see them. But it seems like it anyway, just at first look. Because the Steel Slate has less health than Discipled Inquisitor. The second mini-boss is fine. It's always fine, it's never scary. You're on turn. If you're at this point, you're usually killing this mini-boss. I've had like maybe 2 runs die to this guy. Or the sweep one, I should say too. Both pretty low HP. Still. I wonder which one it is. It could be, I think it's the Harvest Wave. I think it has to be the Harvest Wave. A is turn 3, time to deal 550 damage effectively. That wave is probably the hardest, and when you survive it, I think the only one that's close after it is the one directly after the mini-boss too, where you have to deal with 2 290s. Because the effective health goes down of that 550 health wave as soon as you kill one of them. But 290s is like, ooh, buddy. That's like 580, and they have deadly things behind them. I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Anyway. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.